What's up, Drakes and Remisers? So today we have another SFM creepypasta to react to. This is called the Chuck E. Cheese Mascot Trauma. This is actually from Bloodsport, so check him out. If you guys want me to react to any more creepypastas, let me know down in the comments down below. Also, subscribe if you need to turn on notifications as well as that bell button to get you guys actually never know when I do more like this. Also, check out the playlist on the top right corner of the screen so that way you guys just see all the past reactions I have done to the creepypastas. It's actually doing pretty well, so yeah, let's get into this. It's 4 minutes long. Enjoy. Bam! I got my monster with me because I'm tired.
Remember Chuck E. Cheese? That old arcade with the singing animatronics?
Yep.
Of course you do. I just found out they went bankrupt recently. It made me think back to my horrible experience there as a very little kid.
Actually, fun fact, when I was a kid, I actually went to Chuck E. Cheese a long time ago, and I actually got lost. I got lost, but yeah, I heard it did get bankrupt, so yeah, really fucking weird animatronics.
I was no older than 8 or 9. It was like my third and last time ever at a Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah.
This specific location closed down years ago, but it used to be basically down the street from our old house. My mom took my little brother and I, and she let us roam free and do our own thing and play the games, while she sat at one of the tables reading like most of the other parents. I was playing this clown game where you had to shoot the clown's teeth out with this little cannonball shooter. I was playing the games that would get me the most tickets for the prizes. I finished the game again, and the tickets shot out from the ticket slot. That's when I felt a tap on my shoulder. I turned and jumped in my seat. I was greeted with a giant Chuck E. Cheese mascot in my face.
I never
He held out his hand for a high five, and naturally I gave him his high five with a smile. He then pointed at the tickets and gave me a thumbs up. I think I just continued laughing and smiling and said yeah. Then he pointed at the tickets once more and motioned for me to follow him. So I ripped the tickets from the slot and followed the giant mascot. As we walked across the main floor,
if you guys have not played any FNAF games, you guys would know about the lore of the missing children's incident. This is like that, man. Holy shit.
A couple other kids around like 6 came up to him saying, "Hey Chucky," and he gave them both high fives. I kept following him, wondering if he'd tell the other kids to follow, but he didn't. He would turn back every few seconds to make sure I was still following. Finally, we made it across the main floor by the stage towards this back area, where he waved me to follow him through this employees-only door. From what I remember about how I was feeling, let's just say a combination of weird and excited.
And creepy.
We entered this narrow hallway, and I felt kind of special for being allowed access back here.
No, don't go inside.
Keep in mind I had the mind and maturity of a very young child. The mascot led me to this back room where he motioned for me to enter first. So I did. It was this small changing room type of room. It had a few lockers on one wall and one long bench extending half the length of the room. That was it. He entered the room and shut the door behind us, and I noticed he locked it. That's when I became confused and afraid. I thought he was taking me to get a bunch of free tickets. What could he possibly do in this empty room with me? He approached me, put his furry mascot hand on my shoulder, and then started rubbing from my shoulder to my arm. Then he seemed as though he tried to reach lower with both of his hands, and I pushed him off and yelled, "Stop." That's when the person in the suit lifted the mask off his head, revealing some sweaty, middle-aged man underneath.
William!
He started to remove the rest of the costume from himself as he told me to be quiet. I sat there watching, shaking, and plotting my way for the door. When I thought he was distracted enough by the suit, I tried to run past him for the door, but he grabbed me and told me to stop. He offered me all the free tickets I wanted if I just behaved. I started to yell and pound on the door.
No.
He tried to cover my mouth, but I think he gave up when he realized it wasn't worth the risk for him. I unlocked the door and ran back down the hall in tears. I ran back to my mom, yelling at her about what just happened. She was distraught and went right to the front desk. The girl at the front desk seemed to be in a panic as well, and I think she called for her supervisor. Pretty soon, all the music was stopped and the place was put into a lockdown of sorts, where all the kids were to go to their parents.
Yeah, good
A
choice.
bunch of workers ran to the back section, and eventually police showed up outside. I had to give my whole story to a crowd of like 6 people, and I was extremely nervous. The man in the Chucky suit was some random creep who snuck into the back section of the building to dress in one of the suits and apparently lure children to the back. Realizing and looking back at that now as a grown adult is disturbing and disgusting.
Yeah,
That
what
I was the
fuck?
victim of a predator. I never found out if that monster was caught.
Oh, he's Ross in jail. What the fuck? Okay. Holy shit piss. That was fucking terrifying. That was like FNAF all over it. Like, holy crap-a-rooney. So, oh man. Oh, fuck. A predator? That is fucking messed up times a million. So, oh wait. So, alright. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you all do, please leave a like if you do. Subscribe. Let's get to 500 subscribers. We're so close to it. And if you guys want more content, please go down to the boys' channels. Mountain Rhino, Wrestling Reviews, and Sparks and Limit. All 3 channels are down, link in the description. And I'm Remington signing out. Peace, dragons.